Hey everyone! Since ride-sharing is the most dramatic add-on benefit to our adjustment-era marketing campaign, today we're diving into the incredible rise of rideshare services in America. From humble beginnings to a nationwide necessity, let's uncover how this industry conquered the transportation world. First off, did you know that there are over 2 million drivers using rideshare as a primary or secondary income in the US? That's right, 2 million. And guess what? Over 150 million Americans use rideshare services for their daily transportation. That's nearly half the population if you don't count infants. Crazy, right? The growth has been nothing short of phenomenal. For the past decade, rideshare invoicing has grown between 60 to 80% every year. And looking ahead, the market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 6.9% from 2025 to 2034. That's a whopping 69% combined growth over the next 10 years. Now you might think that such a successful business must be perfectly optimized with no room for improvement, that everyone involved, especially the drivers, must be absolutely thrilled with their experience, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Despite its massive success and indispensable role in society, rideshare services have their fair share of challenges. In fact, a staggering 85% of drivers report feeling unsatisfied and uncomfortable. Yet the industry continues to thrive. It's mind-blowing how such an essential service can grow even with so many drivers feeling this way. Let's take a closer look at some examples. Many drivers face long hours, fluctuating pay rates, and lack of benefits. These issues contribute to their dissatisfaction, but the demand for rideshare services keeps pushing the industry forward. So what's driving this relentless growth? It's simple convenience. Rideshares offer a flexible, affordable, and dependable way to get around. For many, it's become as essential as having a smartphone. The ease of hailing a ride with just a few taps on your phone has revolutionized transportation. In conclusion, rideshare services have taken America by storm. Despite significant driver challenges, the incredible growth and projected future expansion show that this industry is here to stay. As business analysts, it's crucial to understand the dynamics at play and recognize the opportunities within this rapidly evolving market. Thanks for tuning in.
Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, and rideshare drivers in general are quitting more than ever before. And I have reviewed hundreds of comments on this channel. I've interviewed over 100 drivers talking about the pros and the cons. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about the 5 biggest reasons why drivers are quitting extremely fast. Number 1, money. As you can imagine, this is the biggest thing. Drivers are not being paid what they should be being paid. When I first started driving, it was a hard 20%. If I made $100, I'd take 80, Uber or Lyft would take 20. The math was very, very simple. It was 20%. Now though, Uber and Lyft is taking more than ever before. So what's kind of unfortunate is, yeah, I might say, oh, Uber and Lyft drivers make $20 to $25 an hour, but there's a glaring asterisk on that because there's a lot of other expenses, maintenance, taxes, blah, 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 which I'll talk about a little bit later in this video. But the biggest one is that now Uber and Lyft, I've heard of some drivers, and this is where it gets weird. I've heard of some drivers saying, hey, Mark, yeah, Uber and Lyft now takes 50% of earnings. But at the end of the day, when you look at the math, the accounting, the statistics, drivers are making way less than ever before. And it's making them say, why would I continue driving? I might as well just get another job.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of you considering driving for Uber and Lyft. And for many of us, when we sit in the back seat, we know what we're paying, but we don't know what the driver up front is actually making. And by the way, the drivers don't know what we're paying. So today, I'm hopping in and we're gonna reveal it all.
We're taking rides from Omaha to Birmingham to Boston, finding out how much rideshare drivers really make. First up, Uber.
Okay, I'm gonna book a ride right now on Uber. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. So let me just hit this. We're gonna see. Let's go. What are you making on this trip?
$6.66.
Okay, well, guess what I'm paying? I'm paying $16.92.
That's right. He says he's only making 39% of what I'm paying.
What do you think of that?
Not fair.
Let's see if it's any better for this driver in Birmingham with WVTM's Lisa Crane.
I think this ride was like $10.
Turn left on 27th
You know how much
Street
we're paying
North.
for this ride?
How much you pay?
28.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yep, he says he's making even less, just 36% of her fare. But the biggest Uber surprise comes in Boston. Here's WCVB's Ben Simino.
Since this is on Jeff Rawson's dime, let's go to Starbucks. Ride's on the way.
Ben's Uber driver says he's making $9 from this ride. Ben is paying $12. That means the driver is making 75% of the fare.
Does that surprise you, or is that about what you'd expect?
Oh, surprise. Yeah.
Rawson reports sharing our results with Uber, the company telling us on average, drivers make about $33 for each hour they're actually driving. But what about Lyft? Are the drivers doing any better on that platform? Back to Ben in Boston, he's paying $12.86 for his ride. So what's the driver making?
They are paying me only $7.
$7.
Okay, the driver is making more than half, 54%. In Omaha, my Lyft driver does even better.
What are you making on this trip right now?
$9.03.
$9.03. Do you know what I'm paying? Does it tell you?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to pull back the curtain.
Okay.
I am paying $14.69.
Wow.
And you're making $9 of that.
He's making nearly 62% of what I'm paying.
Lyft says that for drivers, you should be earning at least 70% of the rides for the week.
Yes.
Do you think you make that?
I don't know because I'm not sure about that.
Because you don't know what we're paying.
Yeah.
In our experiment, our top paid Lyft driver made this in Birmingham.
And I'm making $19.
$19. Do you want to know how much we paid?
Yes.
$29.99.
That means he's taking 63% of the fare. Now, all the drivers from both Uber and Lyft told us they live on tips. They keep 100% of them. But they say most of us don't tip at all.
Just 4 riders gave me the tips.
Only 4 of 28 people today.
And 4 for 20.
If we're not getting a tip, then we're not surviving. Hey, if people stop tipping, then I also stop driving.
Now, are you one of the millions of Americans traveling today? And did you have trouble getting an Uber or Lyft? Well, you're definitely not alone. You see, many drivers around the state who work for those companies are on strike right now. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio has more on the drivers' concerns.
$232. Uber driver Guillermo Estrella shows us his log of all he spends on gas, maintenance, and repairs on his car. He says with recent changes to pay structure by companies like Uber and Lyft, drivers can barely make a living. He is one of many Uber and Lyft drivers around the state who've switched their app to offline. That means they're on strike today.
We already lose so much money out of driving so many hours with such a little money. So one day is not going to make a difference, but we want to send a message.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Así es, nos encontramos en un estacionamiento en las inmediaciones del Aeropuerto Internacional de Miami y como ven, aquí ya están protestando los trabajadores de plataformas, de aplicaciones de transporte compartido como Uber, Lyft y también repartidores de comida como de las aplicaciones DoorDash.
Señor Dera, ¿dónde? Me voy a emocionar.
Yo lo entiendo. ¿Cuántas horas tiene que trabajar hoy en día para hacer lo mismo que hacía hace unos años? ¿Cuántas horas está trabajando a la semana?
12 horas. En X, averaje $185 a 200. Es injusto. Es injusto.
Y digamos que la renta en Miami, por ejemplo, no es que sea barata.
No te da para el costo. Mira.
Fermín, muchísimas gracias. Él forma parte de la organización Justice for App Workers, que engloba en torno a 130.000 trabajadores. Y como decía al principio, esta manifestación y esta huelga no solo se está realizando en la ciudad de Miami, sino también en otras ciudades de Estados Unidos. Vamos a ver la siguiente gráfica, porque, por ejemplo, en Illinois, Connecticut, Rhode Island y en otras ciudades, como están viendo, por ejemplo, en Texas, también están habiendo estas manifestaciones de 11 de la mañana a 1 del mediodía y estos trabajadores. De mi parte, soy Alessandra Martín desde el Aeropuerto Internacional de Miami. Regreso con ustedes a los estudios.
Justicia, justicia.